Hi everyone, it's Lisa Brown with Ink and Inspirations and welcome to my craft room. It is just a few days until Halloween, so I wanted to record this video and share a few ideas with you on some last minute little Halloween treats. They're super easy, so let's get started. For these projects, I will be using some elements from the Tricks and Treats bundle from page 50 of the Stampin' Up! Mini catalog and the Them Bones Designer Series paper, which is our Halloween paper for this season. But you can use paper that you have at home if it's Halloween themed colors or other Halloween items that you have. This is just super simple to do, and you're going to be able to make these in minutes. So let me show you how we'll get started. First of all, I want to show you how I cut my paper. So this was a full sheet of the designer paper from the Them Bones pack. And I want to show you what I've used so far here. Okay, so this was 12 by 12. There's a 3 by 6 piece missing already because I used that for a sample project. I cut it in half at 6 inches, okay? And then I cut it in half again. Once I got my 12 by 12 piece, I cut it in half at 6 inches, okay? So I had these two pieces of 6 by 6 paper. Now we want to cut it down to 3 by 6. So just a little tip here. When you're cutting for this particular project, you want to cut your 6 by 6 paper in the long ways. Like, say, do you see how this paper has directionality with the bats all flying pretty much one way, okay? So you want to cut it down this way because the project is going to fold like this, and you want at least the front to be going the right way instead of sideways, okay? So cut it long ways where your directionality is going the right way when you look at it like this, 3 by 6. I hope that makes sense. So I have this piece ready to go, and we're going to do some simple scorings and measuring, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to take this 3 by 6 piece and we're going to score it in half. I'm using this Starry Night side, so I'm going to score it on this side. This is going to be the outside of my project, I guess I should say. So I'm scoring it at half at 3 inches, okay? So there's my score line. Now I'm going to take a ruler and a pencil, and I'm going to measure over from the edge on the 3-inch side, and we're going to mark the halfway mark, which is 1 1/2 inches. Let me zoom it a little bit. 1 1/2 inches right here. Okay, and we're going to turn it around this way and do it on the other side as well. 1 1/2 inches. Okay, we're going to bring our trimmer back in. And we're going to line up that 1 1/2 inch mark at the top, and we're going to score down to this 3-inch score line. So we need to do a little finagling here and get those right. So I've got the edge of this score mark right in the little track there, and then the 1 1/2 inch pencil mark in the track at the top, and then I'm just going to score. Be sure you keep the dark cutting blade out of the way. Okay, now let's do it again on this side. 1 1/2 inch at the top, the score in the bottom of the track. Put the guide down and score. Okay, all right, let's do it on the other side. Same thing. 1/2 inch to the 3-inch, and sometimes you need to fold it and crease it a little bit so you can see where that is. Okay, let's see. I think I've got it pretty good there. And score. And come on this side. And score. So now you probably can tell we're going to make a little triangle treat holder. So let's fold on all these score lines. And I've tried to simplify this. I've made this several years ago, and I wanted to simplify it a little bit so that to take out some of the steps. So I'll tell you that originally what I did is I folded this up. You would put your little treat in there. There's enough for a few pieces of candy, okay? And you fold it up, and then you would punch a hole or pierce a hole through this side and then over here so you could run a ribbon through there. Well, with it being so close to Halloween, we don't have time for that, okay? We want to make this super simple. So, and when you're dealing with younger children, if you have littles, children, or grandchildren, you want to make this safe for them, okay? So if this were just for adults, I would staple this together if it were, you know, going to be for a Halloween party, an adult Halloween party. But since it's for littles, I'll put my candy in, and then I'll take my glue dots and find one of these babies here, pull it up, and then I'll take this, put it on the top layer, and just adhere it. Just give it a good squeeze, okay? And you could even assemble this far, then put your candy in, and then close it up. So let's do the other side. This also, like, if I go back and put candy in this, it'll be just super simple to open up and put the candy in, okay? And then when they open it up, they just have to pull the side open, and then the candy will be revealed. So that's a cute little simple Halloween treat holder, don't you think? Well, let's do some jazzing it up. So I die cut this ghost, which is from the Coordinating Tricks and Treats dies. Let me find that little ghost in here, and he's missing. Where is he? He's somewhere, but I cut him out, okay? And then he's in the glow-in-the-dark paper. You could do anything, and I'll show you another sample. And you could glue him right on just like that. But I had this punched out, and I thought, why don't I use this? It says Boo and Ink, so I could use the orange, and I think I'm going to do that. So let me put a little bit of adhesive in the center here. That's Stampin' Seal Plus. That'll hold it, and it'll dry. No drying time. Do the same for our ghost. It bothers me that I don't know where my little die is. Missing. All right. Here's our ghost. Okay, so now you could leave it just like that, and it's fine, okay? But I'm going to add a little bit more fun to it. Okay, I have a scrap piece of Parakeet Party. I have the Eek stamp set, or the Eek stamp from the Tricks and Treats, okay, right here. And I'm going to ink that up with Memento Black and stamp it on this little scrap piece that come in handy so often. And then I'm just going to fussy cut this baby out like this. You can get pretty close to the word itself when you're cutting out, and don't worry about if it's, see, that's cute. It just added a little something, and really, you know, you could put embellishments and all the bells and whistles, but for the little ones, you know, it's just cute, okay? Cute little treat. So let me show you two more that I did. Here's another one I did. I used the Frankenstein stamp and die cut to cut that out. Then I stamped the Trick or Treat on Parakeet Party, and then I cut those words out to put right there. Okay, super simple. And then here is another one where I stamped Trick or Treat in Cajun Craze. I die cut it out with one of the label stamps in that die collection. And then I used some of my gingham ribbon and my dark, where is it? My dark Cajun Craze to color that ribbon, okay, to tie it all together. So there's three little ideas, and you can make it as as elaborate or as simple as you like. And then I wanted to show you something else specifically with that Them Bones Designer Series paper, but you could also do it with any kind of Halloween paper that you have. Okay, so what I did is, let me see if I can get a piece out here. You know, we have this piece, it was 12 by 12, and it's like one end was like, had this on it with the tombstones. And this, so I cut it in half. And then I just looked, and I didn't have a specific measurement, okay? That's one thing. I'll have this posted somewhere. I didn't have my Post-it notes on this like I usually do because there was so much movement around with the different pieces. But right here, I would want to keep that moon and that bat in there, so I probably would cut it here wherever that would be on my trimmer. And then I would cut another piece the same size to back it, and then this is what I have. I mean, a little bag. So cute, right? If you didn't want it that big, cut it shorter. This is just glued together. This two sides, put the glue on like the back side here, just on the inside, and then lay the other piece on top, and you've got a cute little bag, okay? Let me show you another one. Here, there in the designer paper, it has the sheet that has the different rectangles, the little panels, I guess I should call them, the panels like this. You could cut that out, cut another piece that will back that, and then glue it together, okay? Super simple, and that's a smaller little bag. And what I did here, it was a little taller than I wanted it to be, so I just cut it off, okay? Super simple, little bag. And then here's another one I did with the little tombstones, and I die cut one of the little glow-in-the-dark ghost. This one, these two I adhered with Stampin' Seal Plus, okay? And I had a little issue not getting it straight on at first. And you know, with Stampin' Seal Plus, once it's there, okay? With this one, I put on the back side, on the inside of the back side, I put two beaded lines of our liquid glue, okay, the Tombow liquid glue, and then I laid the other piece on top of it, and it took a minute, but it dried, okay? And I was able to adjust if needed, because you know the liquid glue is very forgiving. If you don't get it right the first time, you have a little wiggle room. And then what I did after that, I thought, you know what, it would be cute. On this die set, it has this little zigzag. I put this through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine and just cut it off through both layers. Ran it through the machine, and it cut that little zigzag later at the top. Isn't that cute? Even if you didn't put anything else, that would be super simple to do, okay? All right, there are some ideas for you for last-minute Halloween treats. I hope you can use them. If you have any questions, let me know. You can visit my website at inkandinspirations.com. Be sure to subscribe to my channel here on YouTube. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And I will see you again soon. Have a great weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.